Hello everyone, in this video I show you how to crochet wall hanging organizer. You can use it for your bathroom like I do or in any other rooms and hide your little things laying around. It's a beautiful touch to your home decor and it makes a great gift. Feel free to subscribe to my channel or follow me on my Instagram or Facebook. You can find all the links in the description. And now let's crochet. Okay guys, and for this organizer crochet pattern, what we're gonna need is the 5mm hook. We're gonna need yarn needle to weave in the ends and a 12 inches long wooden dowel. This one is 12 inches and it's half inches thick. And then also, of course, yarn, and what I use for any home decor, it's 100% cotton, and this one is from the Bernat Handicrafter, and I think that this color called Sonoma print. So this is what I'm gonna use, and now let's get started. Alright, and for this pattern we need to make 40 foundation chains. Alright, so I just made my 40 chains, so it looks like that. And now this whole pattern is with the Trinity Stitch. So what we're gonna do, we will insert the hook into our second chain from the hook. So we don't count this loop as a first chain, but just from the hook. So this is 1, 2, and we will insert the hook right in the back. So now from the front we can see the V shape, but we will be inserting the hook into this back loop and into the second one. So into the second one we make our first single crochet, and now we will insert, we can pretty much make single crochet, like a 3 single crochet altogether. So we will insert the hook right into the same stitch, like just we made the single crochet, then here and here, and then we put it all together. So what we're gonna do is just insert the hook into the same stitch that we just made the single crochet, yarn over, pull up the loop, then into the next stitch we insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. So we have 3 loops on our hook, and now again into the next stitch we insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull all through 4 loops. Now we make chain 1, and again we repeat our 3 single crochet all together. So now we insert the hook into the same stitch, pull up the loop, into the next one, yarn over, pull up the loop, and then as last one to the next one, yarn over, pull up the loop. So we have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull the loop through the all 4 loops, and chain 1. So this calls Trinity Stitch, and this organizer is done all in this one. So now we will continue with this 3 single crochet altogether plus chain 1 until the end of the row, and when I'll be there I'll show you what next. So this is how it looks so far. I'm not done yet because now you can see that I just made my chain 1, and now I have my 2 chains left, which is right. And now we are just about to make our last Trinity stitch, but the end is a little bit different. So now what we're gonna do, we just, as we know, is we insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, then into the next one. It's a little bit harder sometimes. Yarn over, pull up the loop, and now into the last chain, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. Now we have 4 chains, yarn over, pull all through 4, and now we will not do chain 1 as we did all all the row now, but we just make single crochet into the same stitch without that 1 chain. So right away we're gonna make single crochet, now chain 1, and now we start our second row. So it looks like that so far. Now our second row is that we make our first single crochet into the first stitch, And again, we will not do any chain one, but right away we're gonna make our Trinity stitch, or like the 3 single crochet all together. So we insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over to the next one, yarn over, pull up the loop, and into the next one. And what's your leading point? Because from the previous row we always made a chain one space, or the chain one after the Trinity stitch. So now always your last like single crochet, or the third single crochet altogether, it's gonna be into that stitch, and it's a little bit tighter. So you're always on the right track when you know that you're inserting your last for your last like single crochet altogether into the tighter spot. I hope it makes sense now. So now we're gonna just do chain one, and now we continue as we know. So we insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, into the next one, yarn over, pull up the loop, and then into the next one. And again, that's the chain one what we always make after the single crochet, the 3 single crochet all together. And now I know I'm on the right track, because sometimes I forget to make the chain one, and then I know for in the next row that I messed up, and I have to forget and start over the row because I know where I did the mistake. So now the chain one, so also you can try not to tie that chain one, because you know that you will make 2 stitches into that one, like here. So now I'm inserting hook there, yarn over, pull up the loop, into the next one, yarn over, pull up the loop, and the last one. And again, this is the tighter chain, yarn over, pull all through 4, and chain 1. So this is what you continue. And again, just remember that every time when you start the row, you will make first single crochet into the first stitch, and then you start the 3 single crochet all together. So you will not make the chain one between stitches, but then you will make after the Trinity stitch that chain one, and at the end of the row into your last stitch you will make your last, the third single crochet together, and then the single crochet without the chain one between. I'll show you again. So now let's continue with this until the end of the row. All right, so now you see that I have again 2 stitches left, which is exactly what we need. And now we're gonna make our last Trinity stitch. And now we have 4 chains on our hook, or 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull all through 4. And now we will not make the chain one, but we make just a single crochet right away into the last same stitch, chain 1, and we turn the project. So this is our second row, and you will repeat the second row for in total you should have 32 rows. And it's very easy to actually count the rows. I'll make a little bit more and then I'll show you how to count it, but pretty much it's always like a little bit bumpy, and you can see the stripes, and like a 1 stripe is the 1 row. So yeah, it's very easy, and you need 32 rows in total, and this is gonna be your background of your organizer. All right guys, so this is my 32 rows of my Trinity stitch. You can see, I'm not sure if this in the video you can see it, but you can see the stripes, and the 1 stripe is 1 row, or you can also like just pull it out from separate, and then you can see the rows also easier. So you have 32 rows of this background of the organizer, and at the end you will just secure the your project, and then you will leave your tail like 12 times long of this top part, so exactly like that. So it's like a 12 times, and it's because, and then you just cut the yarn, and then it's just because we're gonna attach this wooden dowel with this tail. So I think this is the easiest way how to do it. So now it's time for your yarn needle, And let's attach the wooden dowel into this the organizer. All right, so now everything is ready, and I'll just always make the yarn like around the wooden dowel, and from the back I will insert my needle into my first like stitch and pull through. And now I'm gonna insert the needle into the same stitch. So in every stitch I insert my yarn needle twice, and I'm also gonna try to make the loop nicely next to each other and not twist it. So the beginning, because you have a long tail, it's a little messy, but the result is amazing. I also try to like center the organizer so it will be like in the same space. It's gonna be like in the center. So now again, I'll just insert the needle to my second stitch and pull through. And now once again, all right, and this is what you do until the end of your row with attaching the wooden dowel, and then we will just secure it and weave in the ends. But I'll be right back once I'm done with this. Alright guys, so what happened to me is that I have 3 stitches left and I have really short tail. So I know that next time I should make it, you know, it could happen actually that I didn't tie the loops too much around the wooden dowel, or I just have to simply make it a little bit longer the tail at the end. So I put some titles underneath, so I wouldn't do it 12 times like I said before, but I would do it maybe 14 times or 13 times, maybe even that would be enough. But now if you would run out, it can happen. I'll show you how to make my invisible knot, and then we can just extend the tail. So what you're gonna do, you will just put these tails like just above each other. This is my new yarn, or my my new string. So what you're gonna do, you will make this with this, or either or, it doesn't matter what like from what side you start, or with the tail what you start with. I'll start with this one, and I will make just a simple knot around this tail. So I'll just see like that, and I will just make that knot, single knot around the tail and tied it. And now with this tail, I'm gonna make the knot around those two. So I'll just grab it, make the loop, but out of 2, and make single knot like this, and make the single knot around those 2, tied it. So now we have 2 knots, and now we just pull the yarn like together, and now we can safely cut the yarn or the tails just above, and it will not untangle. So just like that. So now you can see that I really pull hard, and it doesn't untangle. So now I just again leave a little bit longer the tail, cut it, and continue with the dowel. Now it's gonna be a little bit hard to pull through with this knot, but it's just, I just have a few stitches left, so it won't be that bad. So I'll just continue, and I just have to move it a little bit, because even that I center it at the beginning, it's not exactly okay. Okay. Yeah, and your knot will be nicely hidden Okay, and now I have my last round. So it looks like that. Like I said, I have to maybe move it a little bit and make it nice so the loops won't be twisted. Yeah, anyway, I'll finish it later. But now what you're gonna do, you will just do your last round, and let's say that this is my wrong side, and I will just, in the back of that organizer, I will make my double knot, and to secure it, tied it, and now weave the end. I always go just like between the stitches, so you can see that on the other side you don't see that I'll go fully through with the needle. And now I'll just safely cut it. And don't throw this tail, because we will attach our pockets, which we just go right now. I'm gonna show you how to do it right now, but we can leave it for the later. So I keep this tail, and this is how it looks so far. This is your background, and now let's start with the pockets. All right, and the pockets are pretty easy because we're gonna make exactly the same start as for the background. So what you're gonna do is that you will make again 40 foundation chains, and again the same pattern with the Trinity Stitch. So we can just go back to this video, and but I think by now you already know how to do that. But instead of 32 rows, you will make for the bottom pockets, just like we're gonna be attaching it right here at the bottom of the organizer, 12 rows. So this is for the bottom pockets. They're a little bit deeper, so there are like 12 rows. And again, you will leave long tail, like enough, because we will attach the bottom pocket with this tail. So you're just gonna leave it just enough to make it like all around, and then something a little bit extra, and it won't take too much yarn. So I'm sure that this will be enough, like long tail, to do it. So this is what you're gonna do for the bottom pocket. And for the pockets, right, like on the top part, I'm just middle of it, but again you will make again 40 chains, so it's the same same length like the organizer. And instead of 12 like the bottom pockets, you will make only 9 rows of this. So they're a little bit they are not that deep like these ones. And yes, so once you're gonna make this background, one bottom pocket with the 12 rows, and then the upper pockets with the 9 rows, I'll show you what to do next. All right, so here's my part for my pockets. This bottom part is with the 12 rows. This for the top part, for the top pockets, are with the 9 rows. And I left long tail enough to sew the pockets together with the background organizer. So it's gonna be all like around here. So I have a long tail enough here, long tail enough here, and now we can start to sew it together. So let's start with the bottom part. So what we're gonna do, we just prepare your yarn needle, and now we will sew this side together. Then we continue with the bottom and top right here. You can either count 12 rows on the background, so you can like match it. But you know what? It's actually easy because you see this stripe of the background. So I know that I will be like straight with my pocket, so I don't need any stitch markers or any like pins to put it together, because I know that I have it like a straight. So this is like my 12 rows from here to match my pocket. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do simple simple sewing. So we will just put the sides together and sew it like just together, like as you know, like very simple. And this is what we do all around. All right, and once you hit the bottom part, it's pretty easy where to insert your needle, because it's the same numbers of the stitches, like for the pocket part and the background. So it's actually easy to sew it, and it's gonna be in each stitch. All right, so now I'm at the end. So this is my just last like stitch here, and then so you can see how it is. And now we're just gonna make a double knot to secure it, and weave in just the tails later. So I always secure it with a double knot, tied it, and now weave into your back of the organizer. You also hide the knot, but it's not visible like at all, but you can just hide the knot under the stitches. Then you will just cut it. And for the bottom part, because it's not deep enough, of course that there are 1,000 options how you can do your pockets, but I wouldn't recommend to keep the pocket just whole, like just like that, the one pocket, which it was my intention, but I would need to make the organizer a little bit longer and deeper, because when you put it in the wall, it actually, your stuff would actually fall down. So what I do for this organizer, I make like 2 pockets at the bottom, and on top I make 3 little pockets. But of course it doesn't matter, you can make 3 here, just 2 here, but I would definitely make like more pockets than just 1. So what I'm gonna do, I just pretty much just like fold it right here, and I will just find my middle part, which is right here. And what I'm gonna do, I just actually keep my tail from this sewing, because I have still leftover. If you don't have enough, then just grab a new yarn. And what I'm gonna do, I'll just simply go like in and out. I'll just leave here for the tail, so we will just secure it and then we win. But then I will just pretty much do, like you see, like straight, like right here. And then I will also, like, it's not even visible when you just that your yarn is not visible, but it divides the pockets for 2. So I'll try to make it straight and all the way on the top of this pocket. So I'm just right here, and I will again make a double knot right here. Tied it, and weave in the end. Cut it. And now let's do the same with this tail. So what I'm gonna do again, I will just make double knot right here. So I will secure it, I will tie it, and weave in the end into the stitches, so it's not actually visible. And I'll go like zigzag, just like that. And I have 2 pockets right here, and then nothing will fall down, and it's amazing. And now we're gonna make the same part with this top part of the pocket. So again, with this longer tail, we will just sew the parts together. And instead of 2 pockets, my top pockets, I have 3. So then I will just divide this one pocket on 3, and I will make it exactly the same way as this bottom pocket. So let's do it. So now I just sew this side, and now I go to the bottom part. So again, I just align my bottom part bottom part with the row. So I think that if I'll go like this way, so it's gonna be straight. I'm just gonna move it a little bit closer. And now what I'm gonna do, I will again go through each stitch, and also with this background. So whenever you see like the loops or like the here, so I'll just insert the yarn needle right here and pull through, let's say through this stitch, and this is how I sew it. So now I'm in this one, so I'll just go around this. This is the background, through the stitch, and tied it. Now we're going to move the next one, and this is how I'll sew this part together. Alright, so now again I'm almost done with the pocket right here, and I'll do the same thing. I will just make the double knot right here and secure my sewing here, and then just weave in the end. Yeah, just like that. And now again I have pretty like a left yarn, so I will make the 3 pockets right now. So we have 40, so you can divide it by 3, which is around like 13 stitches. 13 stitches. Maybe in the middle one you can do 14, and this is how you can divide the pockets. So you can just measure it, and then you're gonna make it the same way as we did right here. So let's start right here, our first pocket. So again, I'll just go like through with my needle to the back side, and then I will just pull, leave the tail, so then I can again secure it with the double knot, and then weave in the end, and then I'll just do the straight line like in and out with my yarn needle and pull. I'll do a little bit more right here. So now I'm on the top, so I will again make my double knot here and secure it, weave in the end, and we're gonna do it same way with this one. So now I have my first pocket right here, and then I will just make, I will divide the rest from here. Alright, so this is how it looks. I have some weave-ins to do, and now you have like again more options, but yeah, now you have like, now you can see that I have the 3 pockets here, 2 pockets right here. And now how to hang it, it's actually, you can either buy hooks that you will put in the wall, and then you can just pretty much like sit on the hooks and on the both sides, or just in the middle, and this is how it is. or you can, I'm gonna make a chain, so I'm gonna make like a chain that will like lead from here, and then you just need a one nail and you will hang that organizer over the nail. So what you need for the chain part, so you're gonna grab the same yarn, and what we will do, because I'm gonna make it like a 3 strings. So what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna use the still same 5mm hook. So what you will do, you will make the yarn like that. So now you see that I have like a 3 strings thick the yarn. This is my tail, and now I will make my slip knot. Insert the hook into the hook, and you see that you have the loop here, the yarn, it's right here, which is awesome. And now we will make the chain, the foundation chain, just as you know. It's gonna be a little bit tricky because you have a smaller hook, but it actually makes a nice effect. Now when you kind of at the end, now you see that this loop right here. So what you're gonna do to make it actually still the 3 strand thick yarn, you will just through the loop you will just take the yarn and pull through like as long as you want, like here. And this is how you make your make chunky yarn out of, let's say, worsted weight of the yarn. So now I just continue to make my chains. Again, I'm at the end, so what I'm gonna do, I will take the yarn through the loop and pull through, and I would make 40 chains. Again, exactly the same when we start the organizer, 40 chains, so it's pretty thick. And what you need, you always need the tails, because now we will need to attach it to the wooden dowel, so keep it like this at least. So now what you're gonna do, you will just cut the yarn and pull through. So you will actually just secure the chain. So I have 40 chains. Again, you can also cut the loops for the each separate string like that. And we will just make the double knot like around here. So what I'm gonna do, I will just split it like 2 and 1 and make the single knot, or double knot actually, double knot. As you know, just simply now just make it nicely straight and not twisted the chain. Do the same around the other end. And now just weave in the ends into the back side of the organizer. All right, and now you can see that you can just hanging on the nail. So like I said, you have 2 options. You can either buy just the hooks and just put it on, or you can have this chain. Then you have to again weave in just the end, but and just put it on a nail and just hanging on there like that on the wall. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something new today, and that you had fun making it. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on my Instagram or Facebook, or feel free to check my website happyheartsy.com to see my all free crochet patterns. Have a great day.